Look at this. It's nice, that. Nice touch. Could lit the candle there. Could lit the candle. Got to make a wish.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Jamie George.
Cheers. It looks delicious. It's an edible camp. Is it an edible camp? Smells like white chocolate.
Is it cake?
That's white chocolate, yeah.
Really?
Delicious, yeah. Thanks.
Have you seen Is It Cake on Netflix?
Yeah, it's good. This is bang. Thank you very much.
What do you normally do for birthdays and camp?
Nothing. Really? You get to pick someone to sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Right.
But that didn't happen today, so I don't know whether they don't like me or it's awkward because I'm a bit older. Right. Don't know. There's still time. Yeah. I'll get a cake later. Like, not saying that this isn't the proper cake.
This is a amuse bouche.
It's an amuse-bouche, yeah.
So how old are you now? 35?
35 today.
5. So coming into this camp now, do you still have the same buzz as what they had when you were...
Yeah, I started when I was 24, 25, yeah.
And for Jamie George, it's a first.
100%, yeah. Yeah, like I love it. I obviously like my role changes in that time, but like it's just a really exciting time to be involved with England at the minute. Like honestly, like you look at the players, and then you look and you think like the age demographic. You take me out of it. Like if I'm out of it, the age demographic's brilliant, with some really really special, talented players, but also like Steve and the coaches are setting up a really really good environment.
So what do you see your role as in the squad? Because 12 months ago, you were captain of this team.
I think it was probably the right decision for Maro to come in and then take on the captaincy. I think you look at what he's done and how good a captain he is. Again, like I think if Maro was sat here, he would say it feels like very much like I'm doing what he did previously, because he was a huge leader for me when I was captain and vice versa. Like my role is a leader in this team. It's something I cared about as captain and I care about now is people feeling like they can be themselves in this environment, because I've had positive and negative experiences of playing with England, and I do think it should be the best time of your life. So I'm very passionate about that being the case. So for the Amikas of the world or the Noah Caluoris coming in for one or the first time or whatever, like I want them to enjoy it and be like, it can be really daunting, but actually allow it to bring the best out of yourself.
What's Noah like? He's good. You got an assist with him at the weekend, didn't you?
Yeah.
For one of those 5.
Jamie George on the peel. Caluori through the middle. Taking it. And
technically is an assist, but I passed him the ball about 30 metres out from the try line. He beat about 8 players. It's nothing to do with me, but no, he's special. Like he is. I was very few times I've been like shocked on a rugby field with talent. And I remember thinking like, and you mostly see it with like physical sort of attributes. So I remember seeing it with Israel Folau, playing against Israel Folau. I remember thinking like that's special. And I remember thinking it with speed, with like the likes of Arundel and Radwan, and there's a kid at our place as well, Jack Bracken, who is electric. So I remember like that's like whoa. But Noah's like freakish, it's scary how good he can be, because he's a good kid. He's got a good head. And he understands the game, and he's by no means the perfect player, and he will admit that now himself. But how could he be was he just turned 19? Yeah. But like his physical capabilities and his aerial skills are, it's very like Folau. He climbs all over people. It's like he jumps like an AFL player, he jumps like an NBA player. Like it was shocking for me at the weekend to see how he, and do you know what else is like really impressive about it is like the bloke's 19 years old, like the bravery and the courage it takes to go and actually perform that skill to that level and back yourself the way that he did on the big stage of a Premiership game on his first start. It's like I wasn't there. Like I debuted I think when I was 19, 18 in the Premiership. Like I was a bit like, I just hope this goes all right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's gone and influenced the game. Like he's gone and won us a game almost single-handedly at times. So it's like he's had such a big influence on the game. And look, he is 3 games into his Premiership career, so like it's very easy to get carried away. But what I think we can get carried away with is like the incredible potential that he has, and the fact that he's a good kid. He's at the right club who are going to nurture him in the right way, make sure that he keeps developing, which is important.
How do you bring him into an environment like this? Did you give him a lift over from?
No, mate, I was already here, and then he got added to the WhatsApp group, and I was like, of course he has. Because I'm like, so if you pick up a knock from the weekend, you've got to come in earlier just to see the physios and make sure you can train and all that stuff. And I was just on the physio bed, and it just came up, ding, Noah Caluori's been added to the WhatsApp group. I was like, of course he has.
And when you come into camp like this, so right, we rewind 12 months ago, no one was talking about World Cup because Lions Tour is the middle of it. That's a big carrot for a lot of players. When you come in now at this stage of a cycle, like what's the message? Are you talking about the World Cup?
Yeah, it's a 2-year cycle, like it is, and that's generally how it goes. It's the Lions cycle, and then it's the World Cup cycle. And like, yes, it feels like quite a long way away, but it's actually not. And like the big thing for us in the autumn is getting 4 wins to put us in the best place to be ranked and seeded in the best, because the World Cup draw happens after that. So like Steve's like, there's no elephants in the room with Steve. Like he puts everything out there, and he says like, we need to be successful this autumn to give ourselves the best chance to get the best draw, because everything that we are doing over the last however many years is to win the World Cup. Yeah. And it was the same, obviously the circumstances in which he came in before the last World Cup, he still came in and said, we are here to win the World Cup. And as a team, obviously, we were a bit all over the place at the time. And the belief probably only came when we first got to France. And then it was like, actually, like, we can come together. That performance against Argentina was like, and then we ended up not far away. I've got every confidence that we have got the right people in place. We've got the right players, the right coaching staff, all the rest of it to be really, really successful over the next 12-month period or whatever it is, 15-month period. And that for me is hugely exciting.
So I always remember with Eddie, he had that countdown clock to Yokohama kickoff or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Running for 2 years, was it?
2 years, yeah. None of that. Steve's not quite like that in terms of like putting things on boards and TV screens and stuff like that. But it's like it's sort of reminders, and in meetings he'll drop in like, we're here to win a World Cup, blah blah blah.
So you're not afraid to talk about wanting to win, because sometimes English people are a bit shy of. Yeah. It's just the way the sport's been.
But why would you be? Like, that is exactly what we're here to be. As an England fan, do you want us to say like, oh no, we're focused on every day and getting better every day? Of course we are. Like, of course we are genuinely wanting to get better every day. But like, there's short-term, medium-term, long-term goals. Like, the end goal is to win the World Cup. Like, the last 2 World Cups, we've come second and third. Yeah. It's like, we want to make sure that we go one better. We are good in those sort of knockout playoff situations. What can we do over the next period of time to put us in the best position to win a World Cup? And like, I don't see why you should shy away from it.
Yeah. And you've been in 3, and obviously that's the one thing you haven't got is the winners. We got the runners up medal. You've got the the third place medal. That must be a big motivator for you to stick around for the next 2 years.
100%, yeah. Like I'm really motivated to do that. I am sort of working out the logistics of how that looks, and in negotiations with Sarries in England to make sure that I'm still around for that, because it's all I want to do. And yeah, like it's everything for me. That is a huge driver for me at the minute, to get Sarries back into winning positions, but also to be winning stuff for England again. It's what it's all about for me at this stage of my career.
Because people say like R360, they go for the older guys. So like for you, that's presuming, if you're out, it's not a secret, you're out of contract at the end of the season. Is that must be something that comes onto your table? George Ford had a.
No, George and I were in very similar positions. I had contact from R360, but the second that it became made aware that you wouldn't be able to play for England, then it's like that's the end of that conversation for me. Like, playing for England is the pinnacle. Playing for England has been, some of the proudest moments of my life have been representing this country, and I'm so proud to do it. So, that's sort of as far as that conversation went.
Not going to be going to Bordeaux then with.
I won't be going to Bordeaux. I will be sticking around for as long as they'll have me. I don't know how much longer I've got left, but I want to make sure that I capitalise on, as I said, in terms of my motivation, and capitalise on put myself in the best position to be successful. So I was like really motivated to do a lot of training in the off season. I feel really good. It's the lightest I've been since I left school, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, which is cool. And I sort of made a conscious decision to.
I tell you, that
to
doesn't
get on
normally
top of
happen
that.
at 35.
Well, this is it. Like, and you know, the way that I'm seeing the game going, I suppose, is, you know, it's getting quicker. It's being played at a lower height. It's a lot more intense, and you know, I think that sort of losing a bit of that will give me the best chance to still have as much influence as I possibly can.
How long do you want to play? Do you have a target of how long you want to keep going?
Yeah, I think probably, you know, for England especially, you know, I'd love to go to the next World Cup. I'm really driven to do that, and you know, if I'm not sure there'll be too much rugby for me beyond that. I think for me to be able to finish at a World Cup would be really, really special for me, and that's sort of where my head's at with it. But yeah, as I said, the nitty-gritty detail around that in terms of contracts and all that stuff is still a little bit up in the air.
You've got a pub now, haven't you? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm part of a group of guys that are owners of a pub in Chelsea called The Boundary.
Is it?
It's with a load of the England cricket lads. So my connection was through Sam Billings, who's a friend of mine from school. But there's a lot of guys involved, a lot of cricketers involved. Owen Morgan, Brendan McCullum, Sam Billings, Joss Butler, Graham Smith, the South African cricket captain, Paul Sterling. I'm going to forget a couple, but you know, you get the vibe. It's sort of just a bit of fun. Like, it's great. It's cool. I've been able to host a couple of the Saris events there. The Saris women won their cup final last weekend, and sort of got in touch and asked if they could go. Like, that's why I'm involved. You know, I want to be able to go. Like, this is a place for us to be able to go and have fun, and it's been good fun so far.
Those cricket boys tap you up for rugby tickets?
They do love their stuff. I don't think they struggle for tickets though. I think, like, yeah, but anytime they do need to, like I have said, like, you know, let's have a bit of a social down at one of the games, because a lot of them follow their rugby. Like Brendan McCullum loves his rugby.
Aussie's first up. It's a pretty iconic rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great, and like, you know, to be back at Allianz, I think is really, really special. And yeah, like, it feels like we haven't been there for a while, actually. Like, you know, we obviously had that test, or it wasn't a test, was it? But the uncapped game against France, but it doesn't feel like we've been back at home for a long time. So, yeah, I think, you know, again, off the back of what happened in the summer with the Lions, and you know, it's going to be pretty awesome.
How do you think the fact you've just faced in the Lions will affect the dynamic of that match?
I don't know whether it's going to have too much of an impact, because like, they've gone on to do brilliant things in the Rugby Championship. You know, they're a proper quality team, and I think that, you know, they were probably short of a few games going into that Test series, and they would probably openly say that too.
So they're better now than they were against the Lions.
I think so. Yeah. So I think, like, you know, I think it'll be a really, really tough challenge, but like, we knew that, and they've got some proper world-class operators there, and they're pretty clear on the style of rugby they want to play. So I think it's going to be good.
Nice one. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I hope you get a bigger keg later.
Yeah, I hope so too, actually. I won't have any because I've had that now.
It's low calorie.